All right, somebody who can gauge the queues for us tonight, our reporter on the ground in Midrand in Gauteng, Nozintombi Miya. Nozintombi, earlier you showed us the queues, just trying to get to the queue area where you actually get a seat. There were people before that, afterwards. Some had bookings, some didn't. What's the situation right now?
Yeah, thank you so much, Francis. So we did show you what the queues are looking like outside. And there's two queues. There's one queue that is for walk-ins, and there's another queue for those who've done their pre-bookings. And we spoke to a gentleman who said he'd done his booking about a month and a half. And that queue itself was quite long. But the queue for the walk-ins itself was extremely long. It's almost like it had two parts, because it had a waiting section and then it had a seating section. So once all the people who have been queuing, either those that were queuing for walk-ins or those that actually had appointments queue, they come to here where we're standing, the entrance, to them moving to the next step of them completing their driver's license. So I'm going to ask my camera colleague Mashudu to show you what we're seeing now. Mashudu, just show, this is a queue of the people that came outside. And it's a mix of people who had appointments and those that did not have appointments. And we're going to keep walking. And I'm going to show you now, Francis, that once they go to this queue, they have to make sure that a form like this is filled out. And a form like this is a form where they explain whether or not they want a temporary driver's license and fill out the make and model of their cars and the details of their driver's license, as well as ensuring that they have a copy of their ID and the old driver's license. And then they go to this section here, which is where they do their eye testing. And you can see it's actually been quite a very busy section. You'll see young and old are all doing their eye tests here. And it is definitely something that has been, it's a process that has been fraught with a waiting queue. I'm just going to quickly ask this young lady, hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
How long did it take you to get to this part?
Probably 4 or 5 hours, yeah.
What time did you get here?
Well, we have to get here an hour before your appointment, and my appointment was quarter to 4.
Quarter to 4.
Yeah.
So you waited out 4 or 5 hours to get here.
If my math's right, I don't know.
Are you hopeful that this is the last step?
Yes.
So what did they tell you? After you do your eye test, what then?
Then I'll do this part, fingerprints and everything, and then I'm assuming paying, and then I can get out of here.
All right, thank you so much. Speaking of payment, Francis, we're going to leave the eye testing section, and we're going to go to the section where the payments are done. And I understand from the manager of the center that the eye testing section that we were at was just for those who did not have appointments. And this section of the eye tests were for those people who had appointments. Dumelang Legai. And here with this eye testing, I'm just going to ask this lady who is right next to me here. We're just going to get Mashuri to just try to get in. Legai, Mama. How long were you waiting before you got to this part?
I was here at 3 o'clock and my appointment was 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock?
Yes.
So you had an appointment?
And they said I must come here an hour before.
Yeah.
Yes. And with 3 o'clock, Bengila.
Yeah. How frustrating has it been waiting?
I am frustrated. Even now, abantwana bami basemotweni since ngibuye emsebenzini ngize nabo la basemotweni.
That's terrible. So everybody's hungry, everybody's tired.
Tired, hungry, and frustrated.
All right. Thank you so much. I know that time is not quite on our side, but just to quickly show you that this is where people then get the opportunity to make payments for their temporary licenses, as well as ensuring that they also make payments for their driver's license. We're going to quickly walk out just to show you the other section where people are waiting. It's the corners in this office are a bit snug. So we're just trying to navigate our way outside where the main office is. There is also another waiting section that I think we're going to go through straight here just to try and see, just to give you an idea, just before we hand back to you, Francis, just to give you an idea of what the waiting section also looks like. Hi, how are you guys? Here we go. Here's the waiting section. There's actually more people here, Francis, and these are the people who had actually made appointments. You can see that it is quite different from what we saw outside. These are the people that made appointments but also have had to wait. And you can see from the queues that you're seeing here that some of the people that we spoke to said that they had been waiting for hours and hours. And I spoke to this one lady earlier who said that, the machines were not working and all she wanted was some water because she'd been waiting for hours and hours. Hi, ma'am. Did you manage to get the water?
I did. Thank you very much.
It must have been quite frustrating for you.
It was. Yes, it was.
How long had you been waiting before you got some water?
About 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yes.
It must be quite frustrating for you to be waiting here for hours and hours while you're trying to get your license renewed.
Yes, it's extremely frustrating. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. We're going to leave it there, Francis. But I think you sort of get the sense of, what the center looks like. So where we're standing now is the queue of people that had actually made appointments to get their driver's licenses renewed. And you can see that, as people come in and the walk-ins come in and the numbers get longer and longer, it is going to be a very long waiting period and a very long night for those people who've come last minute to get their driver's license renewed, as well as the staff that will be here and has ensured that all the people that come into the doors here today, tonight, will all be served. And whether or not that means they close their doors after midnight, they'll ensure that each and every single motorist that has come, whether a walk-in or whether by appointment, will get assisted today. Francis.